Hello, writers, and welcome to session 6 in our test prep unit. So first we're going to watch this short video about a really cute pig, and he's going to definitely show you what it can mean to be a flexible thinker. So friends, much like the pig was trying so hard to get those cookies and trying all sorts of different things, he shows that you have to be a flexible thinker, and taking a test requires flexibility because not every question will be written the same way. So today I'm going to teach you that sometimes constructed response questions like we've been working on will ask you to write about 2 texts, not just one. In those situations, it's critical that you include details from both text in your response. So let's review our strategies for answering test questions. Read all parts of the question. Read and reread a question. We want to make sure we're not missing anything. Pay attention to key parts like the word why. And we know again that that's going to help us phrase our answer. Answer the question. And skim the passages for details to support your answer choice. Include details from both passages. So those are the slight change to our strategies today when we're working with 2 passages. You still want to think, what is the question asking? And what evidence will I need to find? But you want to remember to get evidence from both texts. So let's try it together. First, we're going to review the passages, the history of popcorn and today's popcorn. Passage 1, the history of popcorn. Popcorn may be just another familiar snack food to you, but this popular treat is one of the world's oldest snacks. From ancient history to modern day, there have been many ways to make and eat popcorn. When you crunch on a delicious morsel of popcorn, you are actually eating a snack thousands of years old. Archaeologists found popcorn in a bat cave from over 5,000 years ago, so people probably popped corn over open fires. In 1893, Charles Cretors introduced the first popcorn machine at the Chicago World's Fair. He connected a simple steam engine to a peanut cart with butter and oil. It was a huge success. With this invention, popcorn became popular at carnivals, baseball games, parks, and circuses. At this same time, F.W. Ruckenheim used molasses to create candied popcorn with peanuts. This new treat was quite sticky and not popular at first. However, in 1896, he worked with his brother to change the recipe and package it as Cracker Jack. This became popular and people could carry the treat wherever they went. Over time, people have made and eaten popcorn in several different ways. Who knows how popcorn will be made in 100 years? Passage 2. Today's popcorn. These days, there are many different ways to enjoy popcorn. People enjoy this snack in certain places, and it is available in a variety of forms. One of the most common ways to eat popcorn is at a fun event, like a carnival, baseball game, movie theater, or circus. In fact, popcorn is so popular at the cinema that some people think of this salty snack whenever they think of watching a movie. Other people, however, like to eat popcorn at home. It is easy to make popcorn in a microwave or on a stovetop, and you can make it as healthy or unhealthy as you want. With just a few simple ingredients of corn, oil, and salt, you can make your own popcorn just the way you like it. You can also buy popcorn online. Sites like the Popcorn Factory let you order a variety of flavors and toppings that come straight to your home. Flavors include cheddar, bacon, and caramel, while toppings include candy, chocolate, and almonds. This popcorn can be bought as a treat for yourself or as a gift for someone else. With so many options for where and how to eat it, popcorn has clearly earned its place as a favorite snack. Now that we've reviewed those passages, how has popcorn changed over time? Use details from both passages to support your answer. So first, I want to come back to my boxes and bullets idea. So I'm looking for an answer to the question, how has popcorn changed over time? And I'm going to collect some information from Popcorn Today. So two details I find with sites like the Popcorn Factory let you order a variety of flavors and toppings that come straight to your home, and flavors include cheddar, bacon, and caramel, while toppings include candy, chocolate, and almonds. So that's kind of what's happening with popcorn today. In the history of popcorn, I saw that archaeologists found popcorn in a bat cave from over 5,000 years ago, and they know that people probably popped popcorn over fires. So knowing that, I can say that it's different if you were popping it over a fire, and now you can just get it straight to your house with all these toppings. So I'm going to take that information and come up with my answer. Popcorn has changed a lot over time. It used to be simple, and now it's pretty complex. So now I have my answer, and I've got this proof, and now I need to craft it into an actual answer. So how has popcorn changed over time? Popcorn has changed a lot over time. It used to be simple, and now it is complex. There's my answer. In the article, The History of Popcorn, it says people probably popped popcorn over open fires. Detail. The article Popcorn Today teaches us that popcorn now comes in many different flavors like cheddar, bacon, and caramel. There are even different toppings. Second detail. So if we look here, we can see that popcorn has changed a lot over time. It used to be simple, and now it is complex. In red there is my answer. Remember, I need to answer my question and prove it twice. But the trick this time is that my details need to come from two different articles. So I have my first one in the article, The History of Popcorn. It says people probably popped popcorn over open fires. My answer, one detail from one text. Now my next detail needs to come from the other text. The article Popcorn Today teaches us that popcorn now comes in many different flavors like cheddar, bacon, and caramel. There are even different toppings. So I've answered it and I've proved it twice, and I've made sure that I've used information from both texts. Hopefully, whoever is reading my answer is going to score me a strong 2 here. So now you're going to try it on your own. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for this first question, and then we're going to come back and share some answers. How are the main points in History of Popcorn different from today's popcorn? Use details from both passages to support your answer. All right, writers, you've got 5 minutes. Off you go. look at a sample answer. How are the main points in history of popcorn different from today's popcorn? Use details from both passages to support your answer. So how are the main points in history of popcorn different from today's popcorn? Use details from both passages to support your answer. Okay, so what am I doing here? I need to find out the main point in history of popcorn, and then I need to find out the main point in today's popcorn. Okay, so there's two parts to this, and then I have to support it from both passages. So I'm going to break this. I'm going to find the main point in history of popcorn, and then I'm going to worry about the main point in today's popcorn. So I went through the text, and I feel like the main point of history of popcorn is that it's talking about how people have been eating popcorn for a very long time. And then when I looked at today's popcorn, the main point was really there's all these different ways you can eat popcorn. So using specific details, this is how I pulled my answer together. The main point of history of popcorn is to talk about how people have been eating popcorn for a very long time. For example, in the text, it says archaeologists found popcorn in a bat cave from over 5,000 years ago. This is different from the main point of today's popcorn, which is how there are many different ways to eat popcorn. In the passage, today's popcorn, it says it is available in a variety of forms. So this time, because I was comparing my answers both at the beginning and the middle, but I still have my two pieces of proof. All right, writers, your job today. You're going to work on answering questions that ask you to provide details from two different passages. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes to work on some different questions. Go ahead as you're working too, and you should be scoring your work. And remember, if you cannot honestly score yourself a 2, go back and revise your work to make your answer stronger. Remember, you get 1 point if you wrote an answer that answers the question, and then you get a half point for each specific detail that you find in the text. All right, writers, off you go. So let's share some responses. And I also want to talk about how are you doing scoring your responses. Remember, our goal is to get to that 2. And if you're not getting there, let's share out some strategies that will help us get to a 2. I had a great time working with you today, writers. So let's hear some of the responses that you made super strong today. And one thing I want you to think about was, did you use transitional phrases? And we've done a lot of work with this year. Here are some examples that you might want to include when you're answering test questions. Words like, for example, also, another detail, and the text says. All right, writers, awesome job today.